Hi, I just slid into my seat. Good evening. Welcome to In the Psychic Flow. I was pulling out a couple of decks just to use. We're going to do spirit messages tonight, but just, as a little extra, whatever. Thank you for joining us tonight in the Psychic Flow. I am your host, Carolan Carey, and happy to be here. Today is the 80th anniversary of D-Day, of the Allied invasion in Europe. 80 years. So I have a little thing to read for that. So let me get that done. So 1 second here while I pull that up. Why do I have all these? Oh, here we go. I thought this was interesting. This is the text of President Roosevelt's prayer for D-Day. He phrased his announcement. This is what it says, and this is the RoanokeStar.com 2024. Let's see. Little known fact about D-Day is how President Franklin Roosevelt, a Democrat from New York, broke the news of the successful landings to the American people on the night of June 5th, the night before D-Day. He had given a radio address with the jubilant news that Allied troops had liberated Rome, Italy from the Nazis. Due to the time zone difference and the fact that the initial steps of D-Day began in the middle of the night, the operation was already underway during his Fall of Rome speech. However, since D-Day was in its first stages and still top secret, Roosevelt did not mention the landings, even though he was aware of them. So there is sometimes a little confusion. And I think I have a prayer here. Let me see. Here it is. My fellow Americans, last night when I spoke with you about the fall of Rome, I knew at that moment the troops of the United States and our allies were crossing the channel in another and greater operation. It has come to pass with success thus far. And so in this poignant hour, I ask you to join me in prayer. Almighty God, our sons, pride of our nation, this day have set upon a mighty endeavor, a struggle to preserve our republic, our religion, and our civilization, and to set free a suffering humanity. Lead them straight and true. Give strength to their arms, stoutness to their hearts, and steadfastness in their faith. They will need their blessings. Their road will be long and hard, for the enemy is strong. He may hurl back our forces. Success may not come with rushing speed, but we shall return again and again. And we know that by thy grace and by the righteousness of our cause, our sons will triumph. So there you go. That's not all of it, but I thought I would just read something since today is the 80th anniversary. Hello there. Hello, Robert. Hello, Kavita. Hi, welcome back, Kavita. Hi, Laura Romero. How are you? I just saw something on Facebook, Laura, about angels. What the 10 top angels are and what you can call upon them for. I wonder if you saw that on Facebook. Let's see. So we have lovely Robert has donated to the show, which is very nice of him. We are live on, we're not live on the Facebook page tonight, my Facebook page. We're having some technical difficulties with the StreamYard, but we are on Rumble, YouTube, and X. So if you know anybody that's trying to watch us, that's where we are. Let's see. On YouTube, right here, you can contribute to the show if you'd like to. You're under no obligation to do that, but if you'd like to, you can contribute to the show. We're asking for a $4.99 donation. Moves you up in line. You'll be first, such as Robert is here. Get a little bit of a longer message or a little bit different message. And that is that. If you are watching us on Rumble, you can do a Rumble thumbs up, and you can make a donation via Venmo. And my account is Carolan-Carey, Carolan Carey. If you are listening to us on one of the many audio platforms, we're going to read any questions we get. If anybody in the chat has someone in particular they would like to try to reach, let me know. I'll see if I can do that. I'm going to try to reach our military vets in spirit because of this particular occasion. So if they're around and listening to us, I'm hoping that they come through. Hello, Melissa Parks. How are you? Hi, Bruce Saltman. How are you? I have an affinity for them because of my doorkeeper made me study World War II so much. That war in particular, held his interest because he lived through it, and he died before the end of the war. So he likes to be brought up to speed. What happened, what was going on. So he wanted me to learn. So I did. And like for 2.5 years, that's all I read was World War II history, biographies, memoirs, that kind of thing. So I said that I would, I had a particular affinity for helping if they would like to come through. And so often I do get quite a few vets. I have a few in spirit, one or two from the sinking of the U.S. Oklahoma in Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. One gentleman, a Navy sailor, who I still haven't identified his name yet. I think he is missing. I did find one that was my first adventure into the spirit world. Was a gentleman had given me his last name, and that his plane went down, and well, listen, I found his plane ditched in the Elbe River, right at the mouth before Germany and France there. And his plane was never recovered. But he did give me I found out who he was by the hints that he gave me. So that was a good success story. What was the other one? I've had a couple of others. I have a couple hanging out that I still have not, and they're okay with it. I still have not located where they went or their name, or their, I have their face, but I don't have their name. So I'm trying to match where they were. So that keeps me kind of busy. I have a few people like that. What else was I back to? Whoops. My page is, my stream was kind of, something happened. But I am back. Maybe it's my side that's having issues today. I don't know. Welcome back, Kavita. Kavita was in Greece. Lovely trip. All your pictures were beautiful. So thank you so much for sharing those. And we're glad to have you back with us. Must be tough coming back after that. So let me get to Robert here. Robert, we're going to do the spirit messages tonight. I don't know if you have anyone in spirit that was in the military. If you do, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Of course, your mom is here, as always. And what is it, Uncle Charlie? I have an Uncle Charlie, too, so that wasn't too hard to remember. So I always have those two. So I'm trying to see if we have anybody else new that I have not spoke to before. If there's somebody that you want to speak to, I'm getting somebody is. I think it's your mom is talking about a neighbor that passed. That's not Uncle Charlie, is it? I thought there was a neighbor that passed, and I think it's a woman. Would you recognize that lady? Your mom knew her. You knew her. This is from back years ago. Let's see what she has to say. And there's something, I think he went there at Christmas time. She might not have lived directly next door, but I think she was on the same street. And something about Christmas time. So I don't know if the kids went around, if they did something special, like Christmas carols, or going to look at the different Christmas trees and decorations. It's something about Christmas times there she's talking to me about. Let's see if we can pull a card. See what else we got. Oh, this is perfect. This is Soul Helper Oracle, which I think I've been probably pulling out a lot lately. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone, Robert. How about that? That's kind of perfect for tonight. So there you go. Is there a number on there? No. Beautiful card. So feel the power of your ancestors behind you in everything that you do. Robert often asks if his mom is aware of his past life and stuff like that. So I just want to let him know that yes, she is. What else can I tell you tonight? Let's see. Let me pull another one for you. Ah, this is cute. This sounds like a Robin card to me. The love of your dragon, Robert, reaches out to you. And the realm of your truth is opening up. So I think that's pretty good. The realm of your truth. And I think you've been suffering silently, like keeping it zipped. Would that be correct? You're keeping your mouth closed about some situations, which is probably the best thing to do. I think at work. But I don't think it's going to be much longer. I'm getting 6 months here. I don't know what I've told you before. I felt like November has always been, I thought it might be last November, but I feel like it's this November. So 6 months, that would be about right? There's definitely something better. Maybe before this. Also I'm being shown a parrot here, and I don't know why that is. Does that indicate, do you know somebody that had a parrot? Does that indicate vacation? What does a parrot mean for you? That's what I get. I don't know if somebody was fond of parrots, birds. I don't know what that means. Does it mean signify someplace warm? Vacation? I kind of get there is some kind of 3-4 day kind of thing. With a companion, of course. And I think it'll be fun. I think you're going to have a good time. Let me know what you think about that, Robert. And let me know if there's anyone in the military in your family that I can reach out to tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you for your donation to the show. Always a pleasure. Okay, where are we? Let's see. Robert. Then we have Kavita. See if I have any more super stickers. Nope, I have Robert. Okay. Thank you very much for your donation. Kavita. You must be on cloud 9 coming back from vacation. Let's see who we have. You know, I have somebody. He's not American, but I do feel that there's some kind of military presence about him. Is it Hindi or definitely a different country? Could be, I think India, not Indonesia. I think India, and I feel like he has some kind of military presence. So maybe he was in Burma, I kind of want to say, or something like that. Wonder if you would recognize who that is, Kavita. Family. And there's a F name. I don't know if it's Frank, a different version of an F name, like I want to say like frankincense, but of course that's not a name. It's a name of an incense, but not a name. Franken something. Let me know if that means anything to you. And of course, I have your lovely family in spirit. Let's see. Oh, I also wanted to tell you, Kavita, there was something about, I just read an article, I'm sure you've seen it, about children that were born deaf or lost their hearing, that they were injecting stem cells into, rather than using a cochlear, is that how you say it? Kind of device. And they have had it has reversed some of the children's, I think there's 140 kids in the survey, in the test. And I think they were able to reverse the deafness in 141 of these kids. So let me know. I wanted to let you know about that. Not that you're deaf, but it might have something to do with the tinnitus. I don't know if that's something new or what. You might want to look into that if you have not already. So I do have that uncle. I do have your uncle here. He's the one who's talking to me about this Frank or F name person that was in the military. And I feel like he was in, I would say like Burma, Indonesia, something. He's talking about like a China Strait, something about the China Strait. Terrible. Jungle is what I get with that. Horrible heat. Okay. And your grandmother, this is the lovely lady that always sets aside something beautiful for you. And she's commenting, you had done, Kavita is an artist, and you can catch her on Facebook. She has some beautiful artwork there. And the colors on that last dancer, I really feel like they were coming from your family, those colors. So I'm wondering if you felt inspired to do that, because I feel that was coming from your lovely grandmother. Always put, they're not lemons she's putting out. It's something, not lemons, not as big as a mango, but something in between. Maybe it's orange. I feel like it's a yellow fruit. And I'm wondering, maybe it is a lemon, but I thought it was something else. Is there another fruit that looks like a lemon? But she's putting these out for you. And I'm wondering why that is. And she's also saying that you made a connection while you're away, or you are making a connect. You have made a connection. So I hope that your trip was enjoyable, and I hope that you can take that message. Thanks for joining us tonight. Okay, where am I? Let's see. Where are we? We are CD. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped over you, CD. How are you? This is Carol. Hello. Thank you very much. Good for you. Good to have you with us. Who's the meatball maker? I think that must be. Is that Dad's family? Feel very. I definitely have a military presence here. I definitely have a meatball connection here, which I am loving. And I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm kind of like dying here as she's putting meatballs out in front of me. I think this is your father's mother. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me see if I have any comments. And I was telling the listening audience, I will read out any questions I get and any validation. I'll read them out for you. Let me see. I don't know anyone with that description. Okay. Don't know anybody with that description. With an F name, something with now remember, this is going back. Both Carol's saying both families with meatballs. Father was in the military. Okay. Your father. Oh, okay. Did not know that. Funny, he doesn't seem the type. He seems so usually you can tell, right? I didn't pick that up on him at all. Okay, let's see what I want to say. Thank you. If this is for Dad, thank you very much for your service, sir. And we appreciate you joining us tonight. Good evening, Robin. How are you? Both family with meatballs. Okay. Which of the grandmothers did something to her hair, like right to the end? Did she color her hair? Did she have it styled every week? One of them, I feel like one of the grandmothers did something with her hair. So I'm wondering what that's about. Maybe moms. Nice to have you, Robin. Let's see what else did they say. And Dad was in the military. He is, are you talking Korea? I don't think it's Vietnam, but could be Kavita. No, I feel like I am, Kavita. I definitely feel like I'm somebody that is in your family or someone that you know was in of Indian descent, not Native American, Hindi descent. Um, my father's mother, but she passed away when I was a baby. Okay. Carol said maybe my father's mother, but she passed away when I was a baby. Okay, so I have a grandmother that looks different than the other. You know, of course, they're different people and they act differently and dress differently and do different things. But I have one in particular that used to have her hair done or something like that, and I feel like it's going back to like the 40s kind of look, 40s, 50s kind of look. She's a meatball maker. And as far as your dad, I'm not sure what conflict he was in or if he was uh, National Guard or what he was, but I feel like Korean, not Vietnam. And I think too young to have gone World War II. So I'm going to say I am not sure about that. But anyway, so I'm going to give you that. And that is for CD. And I want to say, go, she's, get that your mom and your dad, of course, are here. I get the feeling that they're saying, you know, make your plans. Don't worry about it. You know, just put it out there. The timing will be perfect. Don't worry about it. Just keep planning on that. Things are going to change. It is going to get better. I do see a move. Do see business being somewhat different. Maybe a merger or something like that. So let me know, Carol, if you can take that. And thanks for joining us tonight. Kavita said, no connections with anyone who agrees on the trip. Only my friends that I traveled with. You didn't meet anyone else. Booger. Okay. I thought for sure there was somebody who was going to invite you back. Maybe somebody from the trip is going to invite you back. I don't have anyone Indian descent in the military. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's somebody else. I'll have to take another look at him. Pooja's here. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Lanka. You didn't miss anything yet. Just doing a couple of readings. Let me see. We have Melissa Parks here tonight. And let me get to Ruth. I skipped over her too. Ruth is here. Ruth Saltman is here. Laura Romero is here. Let me say hello to Laura Romero. Laura is a former show host, angelsandhealinglight.com. Please check her out. She gives the best angelic readings. She's an angel intuitive, spiritual healer, pet communicator, divine candle maker, absolutely multi-talented. So thanks for being here, Laura. What do we got for you? Did you have a brother in the service, Laura? Something with the brother? Was it your brother or your father? Was it one of these males in the military, associated with the military somehow? I don't know if it was like drawing up plans for the government or something with government associated with military. Would that be true for you? I feel like they're most like they weren't like a Navy guy or something. It feels like more like a contract work for the military. Would you understand that? And of course, Mom is here. Thank you, Mom, for being here. Laura's mom is here. She passed, and Laura's younger brother, had passed too, and she has another brother over there and a dad. And I have a nose here. So I have a dog here, and all I'm getting is the nose. It's not completely black. I feel like it's a reddish nose. You know what I mean? Like a brownish dog would have like a pinkish reddish nose. That's the nose that I'm seeing. They're not showing me anything else. So I want to say thank you to your military family member. If you can identify with that gentleman. Somebody, it's a government contract, what I get. Okay. Laura. So Mom is fine. She is fine. Did you notice something about bells, Laura? Something about bells? Like, I don't know if her cat had found bells, or there were bells around that the cat liked to play with. Something with a toy or something with bells she's talking to me about. Would you recognize that and understand that? Let me know. Okay, now I am on to Ruth Saltman, who has a show Wednesday evenings. Transformational Soul. Ruth is an author. Her books can be written on ruthsaltman.com. She's also an artist in her own right. She's a crafter artist, and she's an excellent writer. Please look at her show Wednesday evenings, Transformational Soul, 8 p.m. Goldylocks Productions. Ruth, I feel brotherly. I feel like your brother. And if somebody else can identify with what I'm saying, Kavita couldn't take what I'm getting, which I still feel I'm with her. But I feel like one of Ruth's brothers had some connection to the service, if not 1, 2, 3 of them. Would you recognize that, Ruth? So I want to thank them if that is the case. Thank you very much for your service. And I still get a frog for you with that fictional account. I get a frog here, so I'm wondering if frog is going to be one of the characters in the book that you're thinking about doing. Oh, also, let me remind you, Laura Romero is working on has channeled information that is going to go into a book format at some point. So please check out her website, and I think she'll keep you posted. She gives the best angel readings. I'm telling you, she's fabulous. It's a wonderful reading. Treat yourself or treat someone you love. It's very unique and different and very healing on many, many levels. Okay, so I got Kavita, I got Ruth. Ruth, let me know if any of that works for you. Let's see. Robert Myers. Melissa Parks. Melissa Parks, how are you doing tonight? You too, I feel I have a family member. I feel it may be a brother or dad or an uncle. I feel like I have a gentleman here. Melissa. Do we have a gentleman in the service? Do I have Navy or is that Bob? I'm reading his answer. Do I have Navy for a family member for you? I also have Marines for someone who was a Marine. And I really get Iwo Jima here for the Marines. I'm wondering if that belongs to someone here. No, we're not barking now. No. Quiet. Teddy. Shh. Ted. No. Teddy. Oh, my goodness. Quiet. Thank you. Want a cookie? If I can find it, you can have one. Here. Here's a cookie for you. Here's a cookie for you. Well, stop barking. Okay. Sorry about that. Where was I? Kavita doesn't recognize what I gave her. Pooja, how are you? Oh, I was on Melissa. Melissa, I have Navy. I don't know why. Let me know. I feel, if I am you, Melissa, I feel triumphant. I don't know why I'm getting that message. Would you understand that you triumphed over something, that you are triumphing, that you are triumphant, or you're going to be? Would you recognize that adjective? I don't know why I am getting that for you. And I have books too. I have something about books. So maybe this has something to do with Christopher School. He's the younger boy, right? And this lady, I also feel like I have, I don't know your family dynamics, Melissa, but I feel like I have a step parent. Do you have a step parent? Or step something? I just want to let you know that they're here and that this is a male that was in service, military service. I feel Navy. I see the whites, the whites uniform. Let me know if that applies to you. Thanks for joining. Oh, Melissa has a show tomorrow night. Jeez, I almost forgot. Melissa Parks has a show tomorrow night, Joyful Findings, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, Goldylocks Productions. So please check her out. She is a great energy, intuitive, psychic medium. She does it all. She's so funny. She's an artist as well. So please check out her work and get a reading from her tomorrow night. Interesting. Always good for a few laughs, right, Melissa? High energy show. So buckle up and join Melissa. Pooja, thank you for coming back. We loved having you here. Pooja, you're going to ask me if you're moving? Let me see. Let me read Robert's comment. She's been so patient. Thanks, Caroline. My Uncle Charlie and my mom's dad were in the Navy. My grandfather was an Admiral Halsey staff. Nickname was Shocky. Wow, I've heard of Admiral Halsey. Wow. Okay, that must be the Navy part that I'm getting. So, Melissa, if that doesn't work for you, I'll have to go back in and take a look. Thank you for sharing that, and I thank your family for their service. That's wonderful. Thank you for giving me that validation. Okay. Get back to my little friend, Melissa Parks. Did I finish you? Oh, Pooja. I was on Pooja. Sorry. I forgot somebody last week, too. If I forgot you, please jump up and down. Let me know. I always miss somebody. One person. I think I'm all done, and I'm not. Pooja. She's not asking me, but I'm being shown tires. Why am I being shown tires, Pooja? Do you need tires on your car? And I'm seeing something about a gold chain, and it looks bigger. It looks like a big chain, and I'm wondering if it's I don't think it's a gold chain that you wear. Could be wrong. It kind of looks like the chain that, like in the old movie theaters, they would have the velvet ropes or gold rope chains, to like kind of wouldn't let you in before the doors open kind of thing. It seems that and like a red plush kind of floor kind of reminds me of an old style movie theater. And I don't know why I'm getting that for you. I don't know if somebody in spirit was in the movies, like going to the movies. This is an older lady, and would you happen to have someone, Pooja, in spirit that wore like a I wouldn't say a full wig. I would say like a fall or a front part, some like to make their hair look. Today we would call it, what do they call it? The money piece. I guess that's what they call it. I don't know. I feel like somebody would add something to the hair, a piece, to make it look fuller. I wonder if you would recognize that, Pooja. And there's some kind of cooking going on here, and this kind of cooking is Oriental or Asian style, I would say. It's like those bamboo steamers are I know there's something in there because there's steam coming out of them. Might be vegetables or shrimp or something. Wondering if you would recognize that. And you too, maybe this belongs to you. Kavita, those hats? What are those hats called? I have to look it up. I would have to look it up. They weren't worn in battle, of course, but seeing that, and I'm seeing that for Pooja too. Maybe I'm picking up on Pooja. What do you call that? Those tall hats. The Shriners wear that kind of hat. And they were worn, I thought, in India. New hats. No, not Indian. Hmm. Interesting. I thought it was Indian. Okay, it'll come to me. They're very tall hats. This is not Indian. Isn't that weird? That's a turban. Indian headgear. Hmm. There's a million. Wow, there's a lot of them. Okay. Well, let me know if anybody recognizes that. Let me see. Pujo, I don't know. You're kind of I'm gonna pull a card for you. Uh you're caught up in a drama. So what's going on, Hen? You're caught up in a drama, act to free yourself, change and blossom again. I think that was like part of the move. I think there was some stagnation there, Pooja. So I'm going to give you this card, and I hope you can identify with that. And I feel there was stagnation. There's something moving for you. There's some changes being made, and it's sort of like about time. I feel like you, the feeling I'm getting is like you've outgrown your childhood and any kind of uh, of our childhood emotions, which is great. Which means that you are maturing. Um, and I assume you're rather young still, so that's great. Instead of being like myself and just maturing now. Anyway, so give you strength for that. So thank you so much for joining the show. You are you're going to make some changes, but it's going to come much easier. I feel like 1 to 4 changes. I feel career, location, romance, and money. These are all the things that you're curious about. They're all going to change for the better. So a lot of prayers for you from the other side. So thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate you. Let me see. I got Melissa, I got Pooja. Also by missing. Got Carol. Both families with meatballs. Let's see. Robin. Hi, dear. How are you? Thank you, Robin, for your comments. Robin. What am I going to do with you, Robin? Oh, your mother's fine. Did your mother date someone who was in the service? Doesn't mean she married him. Did she date someone? I feel like your mother knew people on an army base or something like that. Would you understand that, Robin? Robin's show, Robin's Cosmic Soul Food Show, is on Tuesday evenings, 8 p.m. Goldylocks Productions. Robin has several unique abilities. She does charm readings. She's psychic medium. She does letters from heaven, letters from your messages from your loved ones. Just all kinds of crazy things. Crystal ball, we're still waiting for that. Your mother is telling me that something, as a younger woman, were they near an army base or a naval base of some sort? Did they go there? What else is she saying? Hmm. Oh, really, Carol? Okay, I have to correct myself. Robin, hold on a second. Carol's CD is saying, my mother was a hairdresser. That's what I'm getting. Okay, always looked nice. And dad was World War II. Was he really? He looked so much younger to me than that age. So he would be, if he was here, he'd be in his 80s, right? Wow. You're welcome, dear. Thank you for the validation. I had the wrong generation, which is not unusual for me, but I'm glad I was getting someone you could recognize. Thank you so much. Robin, your mother, I always have to give you a song. Robin's mother comes through. She's so funny. Very psychically gifted, Robin's mother was. She has now joined the spirit world. But she comes through because she loves doing this. And she always brings a song. And she has me doing, she'll tell me songs for people. Let me see what I get for Robin. What is she saying? You know what I'm getting? I was almost going to dismiss it. Did I give you this before? Remember Jump? Was that the Pointer Sisters? I don't know why I'm getting that. I think I get that for somebody recently. I'm going to ask her for another one, just in case I'm repeating myself. Ah, she kissed me Yellow Submarine. Okay, thank you. Yellow Submarine by the Beatles, Robin. So I'm wondering if that means anything to you. Hi, Lanka. Thanks for joining us. We don't care if you sleep through it. That's okay. Laura says, yes, her brother Steve was in the service. I thought he was. That's right. I still have I used the candle that you made in as a memorial for your brother. Just really nice candle, coffee smelling, because he loved coffee. And I have the tin, and I keep it near my coffee supplies. So I think of him often. Thank you so much for that. Hi, Sam. Sam. Where was I? Just lost my train of thought. Robin. Okay. So Yellow Submarine for you, dear. Okay. And she's like, don't give up. Keep planning. Keep planning. Like you and Pooja, keep planning. It's going to happen. Okay, we're at Lanka. Lanka says, tonight is the night I might not be asleep by the end of the show. Well, I hope we're not boring you. Good to have you with us. Lanka. What do I have? Lanka. Oh, yes. This is as far as the military for your family, this is just what the words that I'm getting, because they were in Europe, destruction, Soviets. So not good. So I don't know if anybody fought on the Allied side, I presume. By the way, they're talking. I know that they were left. They may not have served in the military, but maybe they did. But I can see that there was a lot of destruction in their country going back to that time. And someone in spirit makes the best little delicate pastries. I'm calling them pastries. I don't know what they are. What could they be? They wouldn't be those Polish things that I like so much. I can't remember them now. It's not them. It looks like, well, maybe it is. It looks like they're little. They look like little pastries, and I don't know what's in there. Plum. So, would you recognize that? So, I have a lady here in spirit, and lost family. This is what I want to say to you, Langa. Your family did sacrifice. They lost family through. I'm assuming they're talking about World War II. They lost family, so I want to say to them, I hope they are at peace now, and I hope that they can see from the spirit world how much their countries have grown again, and the freedoms that some freedoms have been kept for them. So I hope they can see what improvements have been made there. Pastries. I get these little pastries, and I feel like a bunch of women with the babushka thing on, scarf, and making these little things. They're making gazillions of them. Not pierogies, smaller than that. I don't think the pierogies. I could be wrong. I feel like it's a pastry. Let me know, Lanka, if that works for you. Thank you so much. If anybody has a question, let me know. Try to answer it. Oh, Laura says her family was Air Force and National Guard. Thank you. Thank you. Air Force and National Guard. Okay. Anybody on here have a family have a government contract? They weren't exactly military, but they worked like as an independent contractor for the military. Anybody recognize that? Let's see. Wind chimes. Could be. I was thinking smaller. Something about bells. Usually if it's wind chimes, she would tell me that. This is bells. She's something about bells. Robert says, Carolan, spot on about keeping quiet at work. Like the dragon card, I hope I get a personal experience with my dragons. Don't know about the parrot. Maybe the parrot is a guide. I don't know. Let me know. Laura says, thank you for the comments. Hi, Teddy. Yes, that was my teddy man. Triumphant. Melissa, we'll accept that. Triumphant. Good. Also, my Uncle Gary. Robert says, also his Uncle Gary was Army, my dad's brother. Okay. Melissa Park says she could take Army and Navy. Fabulous. Robin said her dad was an officer in the Navy. The last ship he was on was the USS Iwo Jima. Is that why I was getting Iwo Jima? I thought we were talking about the Marines. Was he? I wonder if they took them there. Maybe he's just trying to tell me that. I don't know. I think I kind of half got that. Anyway, I'm making them be a little bit more specific, asking them military experience to come through. So, kind of putting the pedal to the metal with them a little bit. Fez, you got it, Robert. That's it. It's Turkish, not Indian. I wonder if Kavita would recognize that. Huh. Pooja says, thank you so much, Carolan, for all that information. You are welcome. Turban. It's a fez. That's what it was. Your dad. Yep, Navy. Okay, thank you, Robin. Thank you. Van Halen jump. What did I say? The Pointer Sisters? What was I thinking? And Mom loved the Beatles. She said both songs I can relate to. Thank you so much. Good. Thank you, Robert, for straightening me out. Honest to God. Like it says, at one point of my childhood, everybody except me was in the military, but it would fit to my dad and World War II with my grandpa. Okay. Hi, Sarah. Nice to have you with us. Thank you for everything that you do. Well, welcoming our Psychic Medium of Sarasota group. Thank you so much. Okay, Sam. Like I said, pierogies are usually filled with savory things. Cheese, yes. Europeans have about a gazillion different pastries. One of my grandmothers used to make kolaches, smaller size one, and plum filled. Oh, good. Great. Thank you very much. So I think we had a visit from her. Wonderful. And they were her favorites. Okay. I have time for, I have Sam and Sarah. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate that. I got some hit and misses tonight, but hey, that's the way it goes. So, Kavita, if you're still listening, that was a fez, like the Shriners. And so that would be Turkish, they're telling me. Okay, that's a bit off, right? I just saw the darker skin. And I feel like he was associated. Maybe someone in your family knew them or served with them, or I don't know. Do get British. Maybe the British fought against them. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to put that out there. And part of India was these were British colonies, were they not? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, where am I? I am getting to, where am I? Sarah, Super Space Cookie. Sarah. She's more interested in I feel there is military in your family, sir. It's going back. It's going way back. And of course, I always get that Confederate. I've always had a Confederate soldier around you from the time I met you, and I'm wondering if it's associated with the property that you live on, something like that. Don't know. But I do feel some like grandparent, great grandparent, somebody, maybe Civil War. Maybe you have family in the Civil War. So I thank them for that. Whatever side they were on, everybody fought, for their country. That's how it went. Let's see. Super Space Cookie. What is going on? What's apricot? Why do I have apricot for you, Super Space Cookie? Sarah, why do I get apricot? What was apricot? Was that a jam? Did somebody grow them? Was that a color that you like? Is it a flavor? Candle? Super Space Cookie has a website as well. See if I can remember it now. Sunshine Healing? I forget. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can put it in the comments, Sarah. Very talented and a reader as well. Intuitive reader. I'm going to pull you a card. Let's see. Oh, okay. Ooh, this is kind of a sexy card, Sarah. Kind of looks like you, reddish hair. Look! A message is trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. Well, you know how that goes, Sarah. It's something about something very gentlemanly. I don't know what that's about, but I'm going to pass it on. Gentlemanly. It's either maybe this is your husband's family. I'm picking up on somebody who was in the service, but I feel that your roots, your military roots, go back further, like Civil War era. I could be wrong. And I want also give you a message, Sarah. You won't know until you try. Don't be afraid of failing. Failing is just another way of learning. That is from your grandmother, right? I love that. Thank you. Because, well, I must be learning a lot because I failed quite a few things. Oh, that's right. I didn't forget about you, Sam. So thank you for joining the show, and thank you for everything you do for the Psychic Medium group. If you'd like to join that on Facebook, that group, the Psychic Medium of Sarasota group, please do. I just put whatever. I hope that I give you a laugh or say a prayer, or I hope that you enjoy it. Reverend Tiffany has Navy, Coast Guard, Army, and Marines in her family. It was very crowded there with you, Carolan, and with us all tonight. Thank you. And fresh peaches. Come on, why do I have? Is it? I thought I was saying apricots. I don't know. I could be wrong. And Sarah, one of her great uncles, was in the military. Thank you so much for helping out. You're just wonderful. Oh, Robin says, also, I went to a Van Halen concert with my mom. Awesome. Sounds like she was a very cool mom. Kavita, you don't know who is Turkish. Your family knows who it is. But I'm just letting you know. They are showing me this gentleman, and somebody had military experience in your family, and it wasn't with the Allies. Well, I shouldn't say that. It wasn't with the United States, or it could be Britain. Could be one of the Commonwealth, part of the Commonwealth. Okay, where is my Sam? Sam, I'm doing messages from the other side, hopefully. And I am looking to mark the 80th anniversary of D-Day. I am trying to reach out to any military family of yours in the spirit world. I don't know if I have. I wonder if does anybody recognize that military contract job? Because I feel as if I have somebody, maybe it's for Sam, but I feel like I have somebody that wasn't military, but very, very close to that. And I feel like something government, working with government and the military. So I'm wondering if you would anybody recognizes that person. Let me see. Sam. Sarah says, thank you for that validation. I always worry, what if I fail and I know I need to switch that stinking thinking around? Good. I'm glad you could take that message. Have every reason to believe in yourself, Sarah. Every reason. Everyone else does. So join the crew. Indian armies fought Ottomans in Haifa. When was that? When was that? Was that World War II? I gotta look this up. Thank you, Sam, for that. Why am I seeing this? I got to get a message here to my friend Sam. Anyway, I have something about government contract. I'm wondering if you'd recognize that. Someone who traveled. I have someone who did travel. I feel military, because of military. So I'm wondering if you would recognize that gentleman, Sam. Haifa. I recognize that. Oh, city in Israel. The Haifa port in Haifa. Am I pronouncing that right? Israel. Wow, interesting. So that makes sense. The Turks, Indian armies, like from India, fought the Ottomans in Haifa. I wonder when that was. There was a massacre in 1937. Oh my God. Haifa oil refinery. Oh, that's terrible. About Palestinian history. Okay. Like, we need that to come up today. Oh, thank you for that. Now maybe I understand. So someone, I feel that was for Kavita. I could be wrong. You don't necessarily know them. I shouldn't have put the question to you that way. Your family in spirit was telling me of this person. And I'm wondering, you might have to do some research. Maybe ask Dad. Okay. And we got that answer. I'm still with Sam. Sam. Something about a contract. I'm assuming it was for you. Yep, I got 1 minute, Sam. And if I missed anybody, please come back next week or send me a message on Facebook. I am so sorry if I missed you. Getting trade wins. So I'm wondering, trade wins. Like, speaking of India, Indonesia, China Strait. I feel like I'm in the Orient or in Asia someplace. Something about that locale. And I'm seeing trade winds, like I would be also like leaving from Bermuda or something like that. Are you planning a trip, Sam? Or are you going someplace? Oh, Sam says that was World War I. Okay, thank you very much. No wonder Kavita doesn't recognize them. And they wore those fezzes, right? Not fighting, but I think the officers did. Okay, I'm at 9 o'clock. Sam, thank you so much for joining the show and for your help. I do feel that things are changing for you, and I feel something about a contract. So I hope that makes you happy. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you all for being here tonight, and I hope you join us next week. So good night now and have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.